Hey, Eric Graham here, and I am with Dallas Seavey, two-time Iditarod winner and current 2014 Iditarod champ. And we just spent, I don't know, what, 6-8 hours just
talking dogs,
and
talking shop.
Talking dogs. We talked about neuroscience and canine genetics and all kinds of wild stuff.
Bags.
You're putting cats in bags? But we've had a blast here, but just wanted, before I leave, to ask Dallas a couple questions. And the first one is, I know you are like deep into human performance, not just canine performance, but human performance, how people can maximize their own potential in their life, whether it's athletic, in business, or whatever area of endeavor. What if you could say maybe one or two of the most important things somebody can do to maximize their potential in their life, what would it be?
Probably the two most important things is, one, setting your own goal. Deciding what it is that you want, because it has to come from within your goal that you set. It cannot be artificial, it cannot be from somebody else. And if it's from you, then you know that you actually want it for real. Now, once you have set your own goal, the second step is actually for yourself, doing everything you can to achieve that goal. Not for somebody else, not doing something hard enough or long enough to convince grandma that you tried your best and you just didn't quite make it in this sport or in this business venture, but to truly convince yourself. There's nothing wrong with failing. That's part of growing. But you have to be able to honestly answer to yourself, nobody else, that you did everything you could to obtain that goal. And if you do that, then you will find that you may not always reach your goal that you set out, 6 months ago or 6 years ago, but you will find that you made it as far as you were physically capable of making it.
Beautiful, beautiful. Now, I know one of the things that kind of sets you apart as a champion from a lot of people, and we talked about this earlier, is that concept of pushing yourself to just the absolute limit. Like you, I mean, your phrase was what? You can endure more suffering than the other guy, and that's why you win. Or talk about that concept just briefly.
Oh, that's yeah. We're all kind of weird and twisted in some ways, I guess. I think there's a medical term for that problem. But for me, it's one of the skills I found that I have, and that's part of succeeding in things, is finding what you're good at. Finding your passion, some people call it that, but it's something that you're good at for whatever reason, upbringing, genetics, whatever it is, and really building your foundation around that. So for me, one of my strengths is being able to endure a lot of uncomfort, discomfort, whatever the proper term is. And at some point you learn to thrive on that. So for me, racing the Iditarod, one of the things I almost get excited about, and it's a coping mechanism, I know, but one of the things I get excited about is when we get down to that end of the race, where you're day 8, day 9, day 10, you've been sleeping 30, 40, maybe an hour a day, and you're pushing yourself to the absolute limit, making tough decisions every day for an entire team, and you doze off for 20 minutes, and it's 40 below zero outside, and as soon as you close your eyes, you're asleep. Then you hear that alarm going off instantly, and now is the question. Will I get out of the sleeping bag? Will I get back on the trail? Will I start running? Will I do this as quick as I can? Or will I hit the snooze button? Will I just sleep through my alarm? Because everybody sleeps through their alarm. You can play that excuse all day long, but you'll know. So that's where you decide to unzip that sleeping bag, let the 40 below air hit you, get your team ready, freeze your hands to put the booties on the dogs, because you're not going to waste that 5 seconds to warm up your hands, and you're going to get on the sled and you're back on the trail. And then when you take off and you look back at that camp you just left, did you leave it as fast as you could have? And if you can answer yes, and you do that every time, 10 days in a row, then you can know with comfort, when you finish that race, you've left it all on the field.
Outstanding, outstanding, man. Well, it's just been great being here with you. And,
well, we sure appreciate the input and the conversation today. That was great, and I think a good learning experience for myself for sure.
Well, thank you. Me too.